Hey, so keeping in tune with what y'all just watched, I'm in the bed and watching the premiere. I watched it. I didn't know what he put up actually, but I remember the video quite clear when I saw it. So this is a more or less a reflections video of how I felt the night before. I'm not an excitable person. So for me, I don't get excited until things actually happen. I was exhausted that day because we ran around and did every little thing we had to finish doing. We had to make sure the food was going to be on time. They never came with the food. I had to send somebody to go get the food. We just had to do all the little finishing touches. And even though we got married in the house, it was like I couldn't even imagine it being a bigger venue, a bigger thing, because I probably would have lost my mind the day before. As far as what I was feeling, like I said, I don't get excited until the day of. Now, the day of was when I was getting nervous, when I was getting like, oh my God, I'm getting married. Oh my God, I'm getting married. Especially when I was getting dressed. I was like, oh my God, I'm really getting married. I can't believe I'm marrying Emil. And I was more excited the day of. I'm just like, even as a kid, like I wasn't excited till Christmas, till I saw Christmas. Leading up to Christmas, it's like, you get a little excited, you get a little, But I was more excited the day of, because it was like, oh my God, I get to marry my best friend. I honestly never thought I was gonna get married. I was prepared to be by myself for the rest of my life until Emil came back into my life and said he wanted to marry me. So all of it was just surreal to me. That morning we ended up having breakfast. My cousin brought breakfast over. My sister was like, well, I know I didn't listen to you, because she stood up for me. She said, I know I didn't listen to you. And she brought my two cousins, and I'm like, okay. I wanted them to be there anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. And it was the happiest day of my life. The night before, I was exhausted. Like, I just did a lot that day, and I had to actually go to get dialysis. So I was exhausted beyond being exhausted. I was like pushing myself the extra mile. So I kind of knew when I went to sleep, it was going to be like a real dead, hard sleep. It always was that way. If I exerted myself a lot after dialysis. And it was I don't know, for me it's hard because, again, everything I felt was the day of. For me, the day before was, I wasn't excited, nor was I not excited. It was just, I was in the moment. I get caught up in the moment. And I was caught up in the moment, in my head, planning everything out. I'm a planner. I want to make sure everything goes right. I want to make sure everything is perfect. I probably got that from my mom. I want to make sure everything is perfect, and whatever could go wrong, I played the scenarios out in my head so that I have a master plan to fix whatever could go wrong. So I had already created a Facebook room for people that wanted to see. I had tested it out. I went live to make sure everybody I put in there got, an alert of when it was, and it was a lot. But when I look at the video of us making the video the night before and talking about my vows and how I love Emil, I was watching it and I was tearing up all over again, because I'm like, wow, like, I have never been with somebody and I love them more as the time goes by, like I do him. Like, Emil is my soulmate. There's no denying that. There's no denying that when God made him, he made him just for me, and vice versa. And I mean, that part of it is just what it is. And ever since Tramel and I were introduced, it was just undeniable chemistry between us that if it was a such thing as a past life, we were together in a past life, and when our spirits met, they knew each other and wanted to be together again. And it just took time. He had to go through things, I had to go through things to make us appreciate what we have right now. Because I know I wasn't ready back then. I was not ready for none of this that I have now with him. But yeah, just reflecting back on how it was, what it was. It was fun. It was amazing. It was fun. It was, honestly, I couldn't believe it, to tell you the truth. It was one of those things that when it happened, it was real to me, but before it happened, it was like, this ain't really happening. But I do that with things, like with death, I do the same thing. Like, you're not dead to me until I show up at your funeral. I'm a person that has to be in that moment for me to feel anything about that moment. And I felt it. I felt it the day of, because I made a video. I was like, oh my God, y'all, I'm getting married. Can you believe I'm getting married? Oh my God, I'm getting married. Like, I was freaking out. I was freaking out in my head. Like, I'm really about to do this. I'm really about to get married. It's legal. And when I say I have a husband, I really have a husband. I was freaking out the day of. The day before, not so much. The day of, yeah, I was freaking out. But tomorrow will make 2 whole years Tramel and I have been married. I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't do anything different. Because just to say I do and to love him was honestly enough for me. I didn't need all the bells and whistles. I know he wanted to give me all the bells and whistles, but I didn't need all the bells and whistles. I got what I needed, and that was for him to tell me he loved me and say I do. And that's all I needed. For real, for real. Because when I was younger, I didn't have a dream of getting married because I couldn't. I couldn't get married until 2015. And by that time, I was so broken. I was like, oh, child, I don't want to marry nobody. And here we are, 2020, and I'm celebrating my 2-year wedding anniversary. Shout out to everybody who made that day possible. I appreciate all of you. I love you. Val, thank you for bringing us breakfast, making sure we had something to eat. Tracy, thank you for not listening to me and bringing Val and Kyla with you. Kyla, thanks for coming. And my niece, Deja, my brother-in-law, Corey. You know, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. I'm not going to say it's not a lot. My family accepts me, but it's a lot. I'm not, I've never been affectionate with a man in front of them. So, I was nervous about the whole kissing thing, but I mean, that's what you do to solidify you're married. And you had the option, look or turn away. And then Tramel just grabbed me, like that was the best part to him when he said, I now pronounce you husband and husband, you may kiss your husband. He just grabbed me and planted his lips on me. I would have wanted to give him a more passionate kiss, but he just grabbed me and kissed me, which was fine. But, yeah, I loved it all. I love him. The reflection thing, y'all will get it tomorrow on a live. Because like I said, I get more excited when in the moment than I do before the moment. So, I hope y'all like this little reflection of what was going through my head when we was on the bed. Cause yeah, this live basically says it. I wanted to go to sleep. That was it. I just wanted to go to sleep, and I wanted tomorrow to come. I'm like a kid. Until it happens, I'm not excited. And I'm not gonna say that again because I've said it about 100,000 times. But in any case, we will see you tomorrow morning for Coffee with the Kings, and then tomorrow evening you will see us live again at 8 p.m. for the Kings Got Married. Anyway, you know how we do. Y'all walk in peace, love, sunshine, and happiness. And remember, it's always Team McRae all damn day. Wait a minute. Before I go, I found it hilarious that in the video we said we'll let y'all know when we start our YouTube page 2 years ago. And look at where we are now. 2 years ago, it was just a dream. It was just a dream of being here and making videos for you guys, and you guys actually enjoying our videos as much as they did on Facebook. So I have to say before I go, we appreciate you guys. We love all of you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for always being there for me and Jamel and supporting us. We really, really appreciate you guys. And on that note, it's Team McRae all damn day. Later, y'all.